flames.
Are you breathing fast?
I have this much side of my face.
How are you able to laugh right now?
Hello!
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Amp from Shoutout Ones, which is what we're calling this episode.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. The show with hot, kinky questions and even hotter wings. Although today we're eating nuggets because it's sure to be full of nuggets of information. Also, I don't like wings. Do you like wings?
I'm kind of happy that we get to eat.
You say that now.
Am I going to regret this?
No. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Christopher, critically acclaimed porn director, actor, and all-around token daddy of YouTube. Today, though, I wanted to do something a little bit familiar on YouTube and play Hot Ones, where we talk and we go through really difficult questions, but also I get to give Daddy one of the things he always asks for every week.
Food.
Torture. Food. Not torture.
It's not torture.
No, but we are masochists.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
We also have 3 cameras today. 1, 2, and 3. Isn't that exciting?
I'm so excited for you to edit this.
And what better way to plug today's sponsor, Aethernaut, who sent us some lovely butt toys and cleaning out devices because after today's meal, we're gonna need them
We need to be squeaky clean.
desperately. So thank you, Aethernaut, for sponsoring today's hot episode. I'm already sweating. Let's get to the bottom of things today and start with some spicy questions, which ironically you're not supposed to eat spicy things before you bottom, but we'll talk about that later. Daddy, do you have anything else to say before we start?
Am I going to regret this?
These explosions!
Can I have one?
You can, but just be very careful.
How does this work?
So we start from the mildest nugget, and we move all the way to the end, which is the last dab.
So the green one is the hottest? Oh, great.
Daddy, do you know what a dab is?
I'm a dad. I know a daddy.
No, dab, like dab.
Dab. A dance move.
Okay, I'm offended. I'm offended. So we start with the least spicy.
Okay.
And once we've eaten that, I will ask you an in-depth question that we can talk about. So, you want to dink it?
Is that what they do on the show? I thought that
Yes.
was a different show.
Shh. Dink it. Ow. I mean, red hot.
This is my favorite one. I'm good with it. It's fine.
It only gets worse from here.
I put this on everything.
So I'm going to ask you the first question. Now I know, because I'm in a relationship with you, that we're polyamorous. And people know that like polyamory, when you feel happiness for your partner when they go and have fun, that is called compersion.
Yep.
But the opposite of that is jealousy. Can you describe an instance when you were incredibly jealous of a partner that was having sexual escapades and how you dealt with that?
I have been jealous when, sorry.
I got hit by a nugget.
I have been jealous when the relationship has ended with the partner and I've seen them playing on with their next one.
After the fact.
After the fact. Because then I felt like I was missing out. But I'm always happy for you when you play.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for you when you play.
Because you're always in such a better mood when you come back.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Are you trying to say I'm not in a good mood sometimes?
I'm just saying you're always happy when you come back and you have a new experience. That's fun. And then you tell me about it.
And I think that that's why polyamory works for us, is because we are good at communicating, talking about our experiences. And I find that a lot of people aren't able to do that because they get hung up on the jealousy so much that it's distracting.
When they see their partners playing with other people, it's just kind of ingrained in us that that means they don't love us enough, or that maybe that other thing that they're doing with the other person gives them more fulfillment than anything I could give them.
Sure.
But it's not always necessarily true. You like to do things that I don't really enjoy myself, so I'm happy for you to go do it.
How are you doing so far?
I'm doing okay. That was okay, but
That was-
my mouth is hot.
Really?
A little
That was so easy. That was simple. It only gets worse from here.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for the next swing?
Yeah. So this is gonna be hotter.
It is. It's going to be a little bit hotter. Think it?
Think.
There is a bit more kick to that. Ooh, habanero. Ooh, with a nice sweet flavor. Can you describe how that tastes for us?
It's not. It has a little bit like a turmeric taste.
I'm sorry,
to it.
what was that?
Turmeric. No, it's a little harder. Ooh, wait. I think I got more.
Oh. We do have milk. We have milk if you need.
It's good though.
You don't have to eat every single one of them too if you don't want.
Oh, I'm gonna eat every single one.
Oh, okay. Well, you
I'm
finish
hungry.
that while I ask you your next question.
Okay.
So I know that I've been in the kink scene for a while, and I know that you've been in it a little bit longer. And I find that the best way to learn sometimes is making mistakes, holding yourself accountable, learning and growing from there. Can you recall a time in which you made a pretty big mistake within a scene? And what did you learn from that you could give to maybe some of the viewers?
I never make mistakes.
Okay, I saw that coming. Can you give me a real answer while I milk this?
Let me think about that. Oh, I once was playing with someone who was gimped out in the corner, and that's a little hot. And he couldn't really talk, and I'm so used to like boys liking the smell of my armpits that I thought that would be hot for him. So I just shoved my armpit in his nose, which was the only hole left open in his body. And thankfully we were playing with his husband. And so I turned and I see from the side of the room his husband going, oh, like this. He's like, he hates the smell of smells.
As you're talking about that, like I kind of recall one of the first times I had like anal sex. Woo. Yeah. Feeling it. You can drink some milk.
Ooh, okay.
I had not really been given that full, like, thorough, like, cleaning out talk. And so I went over to this guy's place. It was late. It was after the bars. Yes, I'd had some alcohol. But I thought at that time, because my partner at the time was not good at explaining how to clean out, that you just stuck your finger up there and went like this, woo, 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 with a little bit of soap. And turns out that does not.
You didn't get the hint when your finger came out brown?
Well, if I had a lovely shower shot from Aethernaut. That mistake, that not knowing, that imprinted on me, and I have always been overly clean whenever I go and have sex in that way now. So that was a mistake that, I kind of learned from,
yeah.
But it was also very traumatizing. The guy was, like, he literally was like, oh, you're not completely clean. Like, there was a little bit of brown water, but he was like, oh, get out. And, like, my pants weren't even all the way up. Like, he pushed me out of his apartment.
Oh my God, he
Yeah.
totally shamed you for
Rude.
it? Yeah.
Rude as fuck.
God.
Don't do that to people, especially if they're younger and newer and might not know how to clean out.
Or go watch our cleaning out episode.
And go to Aethernaut, maybe. Now, let's move to the third.
Right. This, I can't even see it on here, so I doubt there's much
It's
on it.
totally not on there. Didn't get.
Oh my God, every time?
Uh-huh. This is it's a nice, it's kind of like a fruity flavor. Los calientes. So, this one creeps up on you.
Everyone has a little after. Ooh, okay.
You don't have to finish it if it's too much. But you are hungry. Is this also a mukbang episode?
Maybe. It's really good.
Next question though. So, let's say you could guarantee that a scene, a kink scene, could go perfectly, nothing could go wrong, and you had everything at your disposal as far as like gear or kinds of people or like players. What would be your ideal scene? Like, what's your ideal scenario if you could have everything perfect?
As a top or a bottom?
Well, I'm a top, so.
Whoa. So, it's hard to concentrate.
What's the point?
Okay, so let's say if I was subbing, I like showing off when I sub, so I'd like to be in the middle of a crowd and put in stocks.
Okay.
And be naked in stocks with my head and my hand in stocks. Whew, those are hot. And have someone paddle me and just have anyone who wants touch me.
Objectified.
Objectified. And be forced that way. And anything else I can say on YouTube. Forced exhibitionism.
With consent, though. You are consenting to
Of
be
course.
forced
I
into that space.
Yeah. Right.
Hot. So that's as a bottom. Let's say that you are a top.
I am a top.
Is the hot sauce
Just
making-
made that out. As a top, I love to just take control of a sub, which is my voice, and have them do what I say. And so, obviously, smoking, being leathered up, smoking a cigar, having a sub serve me a drink.
Just one sub? I mean,
Turn
you could have
around.
anything.
Oh, I can have more than one? Yeah, okay, so like we have like 5 gorgeous boys. Well, actually, that's a lot to work. Just one. I'm good. I'm good one-on-one. Oh my God, could you imagine 5 subs all at the same time? I've never had more than 3 at a time.
Oh, I was there for that one. Well, because when you're at the top and there's only 3 bottoms, like you have to, like
You have to perform.
Yeah, you have to perform and you have to give energy.
I think you were actually in the car as we were headed back on that one.
We were coming back from a party,
Yeah.
and so it was a car of people that we knew.
And I didn't realize all of them were going to be subbing until we were in the car. And
I text you from the front seat. You know, everyone in the car's a bottom, but you, right?
And I'm like, oh shit. And it's gonna be.
And how was that scene?
It was good. It actually turned out pretty well. So.
And how was that scene without the 5 octave changes that just
It
happened?
was good.
Nugget number 4.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is where it gets a little bit spicier. But nice.
Yeah.
Good burp.
Okay.
Think it? Shaquanda's. What does Shaquanda look like she's into?
Oh my God, really?
She looks like she just had a bunch of hot sauce.
Actually, this is a little sweeter too.
The sweetness kind of covers up the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, but it sneaks up on you. Oh, God. Ooh.
Oh, that one I just felt in my nose. Ooh.
So on Hot Ones, they do this segment on some of the, this is hot, episodes called Explain That Gram, where they deep dive into someone's social media and they ask questions about what's going on. So for this gram, can you tell me what's happening here? And the story behind it, maybe.
So, I was recently in Antwerp, and that's hot. My sir that was in California texted me to lock up in chastity. So, and to put it on social media to prove it. So, before my shower, I put it on, tweeted it out, and then I went and worked the booth, and it was one of our new cages from Mr. S. So and I put the key in my pocket. Then another boy came by the booth and wanted to try on the same cage. And so I said, why don't you try it out for a while? And I put his key in my pocket, and he walked around the vendor market for a while. He came back about an hour and a half later. I need some milk.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he bought it. So I gave him his key. I got up to the room and went to take my cage off and put the key in, and the key didn't work. So I had given
Someone else.
that kid my key, and I had his key in my pocket, so we were both locked without the right keys. So
And how did you get out of it? Literally.
thankfully, I thought the kid was hot, and we had exchanged numbers at the booth. So I texted him. He found my hotel room, and we exchanged keys, and all was fine with the world. But there was a little bit of a panic moment. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, are you? I think you
I
were,
think it's
because
kinda
you weren't
hot.
helpful at the moment.
I think it's kind of hot, honestly. But I mean, is it really chastity until you need to get out?
Yeah, well, yeah, you were not helpful.
I mean, I'll hold on to your key. How are you doing over there? We're a little bit more than halfway.
I'm okay. I'm not completely on fire yet.
Would you say that you're really good with hot sauce usually?
I have a pretty high tolerance. I can do Mexican food and spicy foods.
Okay. Well, the next one, boy butter.
What kind of hot sauce is that?
Well, that's actually not a hot sauce. That's actually from today's sponsor, Aethernaut.
And it's a good thing, because if that was hot sauce, you could say, fire in the hole.
Well, so that's another thing is like, it's called spicy butt. It's where you have really spicy food before bottoming or just using the bathroom in general. And that's where you get that kind of inflamed sort of sensation. that you usually have in your mouth when you eat, but
It's
in
in
down
your bowl.
down there.
Yeah.
And so today's sponsor, Aethernaut, actually sent us some lovely toys for cleaning out and making sure you're all good down there.
Yay!
They sent us some wonderful anal training kits, which actually, I use this one whenever we travel. It's lovely, you can go up in size.
And you know how there's a big run on toilet paper right now in the supermarket?
I do.
Gays be like, we got this.
Hey, don't be a douche. But also, this is a lovely douche. For really deep cleaning, shower shots are perfect. They sent us boy butter, which is a lovely lube, and actually some lube shooters, which are great for getting lube up inside the body so that you're good for anal sex for a nice long time. And Daddy, do you know how they can get a special offer on Aethernaut?
By using offer code WHAT?
That's right, and if you use that at checkout, you get 50% off almost any item on the website and free shipping on orders over $20 in the US.
Certain exclusions apply.
Oh, the hot sauce gotcha.
Certain exclusions apply.
And on the topic of cleaning out, we have tons of episodes that you can find linked down below, or just going into that little eye icon that teach you how to clean out properly. But when it comes to spicy foods, there's actually some ways you can reduce that spicy butt and make it easier on your body. Do you know any of those tricks?
Like Pepto-Bismol?
Oh, yes. You
Yeah.
could take those kind of antacids that can help.
Yeah.
You can actually take fiber or Metamucil that actually reduces the spicy butt because it absorbs some of that spice.
Sure.
Or you can actually just eat more spicy food more often. And that gets your body kind of acclimated to it to where it's just used to it and it doesn't make your butt hurt when you use the bathroom.
Sure.
So thank you, Aethernaut, for reducing spicy butt and making sex that much cleaner. Do you actually remember the first time you cleaned out properly? Because I can remember the first time I cleaned out with the whole finger in the butt, just like whirling it around,
Yeah.
and then immediately going and buying one of those hanging shower shots. But I didn't know how to clean out, and so I actually over cleaned out, and it was on a porn set. And when I was having sex for multiple hours, because porn sets take forever to shoot a scene, a little bit of brown water came out, and the director's like, "Cut, stop. The bottoms got a little brown water." And of course, shaming me again, stop shaming bottoms. But luckily, it saved my life because as I'm in the bathroom just spot checking and making sure I'm good to go for the rest of the day, I hear this high-pitched scream from this director who's a huge bear. So just like, ah! And turns out there was a black widow underneath the pillow we were using to fuck on.
Oh shit.
Literally. Moral of the story, make sure you clean out properly or you might get bitten by a black widow.
I don't think that.
Smell spicy? Think
No,
it?
they all smell alike.
This one's pretty.
I don't know if that's bad or not. Which one is that? This one? Mm-hmm. Lucky dog. This is yours. You're a lucky dog.
It's a nice hint of pineapple, which is good for your piss play. Do you know that pineapple actually makes your urine taste better?
I did.
Fun fact. Well, you've been in the porn industry for over 30 years now. You've been a director, you've been an actor, you've been a social media, or you've sat at a desk at these companies. Yeah. Whatever happened to Steve Landis?
So, Steve Landis was the first porn name I took right out of college. And I did wrestling videos and some graphic arts and some Zeus videos, which were bondage videos. And so that was the first time I had an alternate name, stage name. So, but what I had a hard time with is people would call me Steve all the time, like on sets or whenever they met me. Mm-hmm. And because it's not my real name, I would never respond to them. So I would be like this. So when I started directing for Falcon, because it was more vanilla porn, I thought maybe it's more appropriate that I have not a BDSM name. Mm-hmm. Plus, if I could just change my first name to Chris, then everyone's going to call me Chris, and I'll respond better.
Name. Yeah, it's a pretty generic name.
So the second half of my career, I've been Christopher Weston, and it's stuck. And now nobody remembers Steve Landis.
Until now. No. Well, how did you feel in your first scene? I'm curious what went through your mind when you first thought about, or how did you make that first step? What pushed you over the edge to say fuck it or fuck them and get involved?
Well, I was a horny 20-year-old at the time, And there was an ad in the back of Frontiers magazine, which is like a weekly paper in LA.
Okay.
And it was for wrestling videos, for jockstrap wrestling. So I was like, well, I'll try that.
Paid to wrestle around.
$300 to wrestle around, and all the guys. And so I was a scrawny little Twinkie at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they kept pairing me with these muscle guys, and I was like, that's hot. So I actually would have done it not for the money, just for the experience.
And final question around this porn topic. How did it feel not winning Best Daddy at the GAVNs?
I was crying.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, don't put your hands near your eyes.
Oh, yeah. Please avoid the face. Avoid the face.
No, I am like the Daddy Lucci of porn.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know who Susan Lucci is?
Oh.
So I'm always nominated for Daddy and never get it, so it's fine. Yeah, this is actually going pretty well.
You're doing really well.
I thought I'd be more on fire than I am
Dink
now.
it? Oh, you're on fire.
Hot Daddy. Oh no. I don't like that one. Oh.
Oh, it's don't breathe.
Oh.
Don't swallow either. Oh, God.
Oh. So that is the hottest one yet. You finished it?
Mm-hmm.
No, now I have to.
Oh, my eyes are watering a little bit, but I'm going to ask you this next question because that's the point of this. As a YouTube personality... Oh, that one's... As a YouTube personality, you don't watch a lot of YouTube.
No.
Why? That's the question.
Because I'm too old. Just so I grew up turning the TV on. That's how I got my entertainment, and that's how I get my information. I don't like watching something on my phone like this.
Okay.
And I don't open my laptop to watch entertainment. I miss the days of just turning the TV on and clicking the channel to what you want to watch and watching it. And now you're trying to get me to do wireless headsets and stuff. You have to pair it with your phone, then it doesn't work, and then you have to find the Wi-Fi. Are you on Bluetooth? Oh, what's your Wi-Fi password? I'm like, just plug the damn things in. And listen to it. It's not better. Sorry, this hot sauce is making me great.
Okay, well, but you do create content for YouTube, and sometimes you have some really good ideas.
I have lots of good ideas.
That's exactly what I said. Speaking of ideas, let's say YouTube wasn't a garbage dumpster fire and actually allowed us to create sex education content without restricting everything we're doing, without having to make us like jump through hoops and use special terminology. What one topic do you really want to do, or what one kink do you really want to cover that we just couldn't ever do?
Well, I would say probably like piercings and cutting, which I don't think YouTube would ever allow you to do.
No, they would not.
But there are lots of people into that and into learning how to do it properly, and that's something. Also, probably branding.
And we're not talking about like social media branding. We're talking about like...
I don't think anyone thought you meant it's like
some people might have.
Branding cattle. Like hot. I know people who can do hot...
sauce? I think that that's a disservice to people that want to talk about more in-depth educational stuff or more sensitive things. I think there should be an avenue to talk about some of that. Like, for instance, the whole epidemic with, health concerns and news, like that gets dinged even harder than we do sometimes.
That the news can talk about, but the YouTube can't.
But YouTube can't, because then we get demonetized and we don't make money, and that like trickles down and makes it so we can't create content properly. And so if we ever don't cover a topic on here, that's because physically, we just cannot on this platform.
Right.
But maybe we'll do it sometime on Patreon or in the future when YouTube's not a dumpster fire. Speaking of hot topics, though, Daddy, are you ready for the last dab?
I don't know. That last one was kind of hot.
This one is a bit of a jump. It's actually very on brand for us because it's the XXX last dab. Super sexy.
Great.
And what's tradition on Hot Ones is actually to put a little dab on the last dab. Are you down?
No, it looks like it's already got too much as it is.
I'm gonna put just a little bit. Doesn't have to be tons.
Why'd you put more on yours?
I'm putting more. Do you want some? The last dab.
Well, if you did it, I have to. That's enough.
You want more?
No!
Dink it. And I love you.
Okay, I no longer want food on this show.
Oh god. I might not finish this one. Oh god. Okay. Speaking of kinks and hot topics.
Oh my god, that one has a vapor to it.
Oh. Speaking of
Like,
triple X.
The
Yeah, explain it.
the vapor, the flames.
Yeah.
The flames.
Are you breathing fire?
That doesn't one side of my face.
Oh my
Swallowed
god.
some. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not finishing that either. Why did you put more on it?
Oh, because it's tradition. Oh my god.
You so didn't need to.
Speaking of sex and triple X, my tongue is on fire. Which kink defines you and which kink defied you? So, to answer again, which kink defines you the most and which kink defied your expectations so you were surprised to enjoy it?
The kink that defines me the most.
If you want to get your puppy to really pant, just give them some last dab. Defines you the most.
Is probably bondage.
It defied your expectations, so like you didn't expect you would like it, but you love it now.
So, piss play. I didn't think I would like water sports. All through my 20s and 30s, I thought it was dirty and didn't really understand it. And right now, I could use a really big glass of piss.
Yeah?
That would be great.
Follow-up question, does piss help with hot food,
Let's
I wonder?
find out.
No, I'm good. And what about kinks that you would probably never do because you just can't get into it?
I'm not really big into face slapping.
How about hot sauce?
No.
Are you seeing different colors? Oh. Do you feel like you got slapped in the face currently? Because that's how I feel.
I personally would be into probably pantyhose, panties, and feminization. You okay over there?
I'm fine. Cool. Things I'm not really into. I'm not really into piss play. Things that really surprised me. I've recently kind of gotten into hypno and wish that I was deep under right now, so I didn't feel anything.
Ooh, and under hypno, could you eat something that spicy and the hypno tell you that you're not feeling it?
Hypno-tell? If my mouth did not feel so much pain right now, I would hit you.
Hypno-tell?
Well, Daddy, this camera, you were not eating more.
No, I'm just eating around the edge.
Please tell everybody where they can find you, what you're up to, your safe word.
Right now, my safe word's 911 because my mouth is on fire.
911, yes, hello? We're dying. Okay, I need to quickly get out of here. Thank you again, Adam Hill, for helping us get to the bottom of this hot take. Use code WHAT. I've been amped.
And if you like these videos, leave a comment down below.
What else can they do, Daddy?
You can ring the fire bell because we're on fire. And what's the other one? A comment,
Yes.
bell, follow. Yeah? Got it.
And we'll see you guys next time on What's the Safe Word.
Bye.
Oh my God, how does that guy do? The host of the show does this like every week, and he's at like 200 episodes.
You must drink like 2 bottles of
How
Pepto-Bismol
did?
before each.
My God, look at us. Look at us. Look at me. Look at us. We did this.
Okay, do you want to finish?
I don't. No, but look at us.